You have a bunch of tokens in your portfolio and you don't know what's happening with them on the blockchain, whether whales are selling or accumulating. ASCN.AI will help you solve this problem. It will analyze the blockchain for you. Look, there's a prompt like this. Let's paste it in. You are a blockchain data analyst and you explain simply and clearly to a beginner entrepreneur, that is, to people like us, what is happening with the top 15 holders of the Layer 0 token. Analyze the risks, the concentration of possible dumps or pumps, and forecast the short-term and long-term trends based on on-chain data. Give a risk management checklist and make 3 key conclusions. You can use this prompt for tokens that are specifically in your own portfolio. For example, let's take Layer 0. We send it to ASCN and see what it replies. ASCN.AI gives us a table like this where we can see the holder's address. So you can just copy this wallet and check it yourself. It also shows the balance in 0 tokens, the balance in USD, that is in dollars, and the percentage of the total supply of this token. This is for the top 15 holders of the Layer 0 coin. Now it will analyze all the holders and also summarize what's happening with the coin. We can see that the most significant share is held by a few large holders. The first holder controls 15.59% of the total supply, which creates a risk of high concentration. High concentration can lead to price manipulation. If the holders want to sell their assets, the token could crash. A dump or a pump is possible. If major players exit suddenly, yes, the price can drop significantly, which will create panic among small investors. And they will also start selling, thereby creating selling pressure, and the token could fall even further. On the other hand, if large holders start actively accumulating the coin, a pump is possible. Since they already hold most of the supply, they take even more supply off the market and can set any price for this project. So here we have an ambiguous situation with a lot of risks both from pumps and from dumps. Short-term trade. In conditions of high volatility and concentration, it is recommended to approach purchases with caution. You should monitor the behavior of large holders and news that could affect the price. If the Layer 0 project continues to develop and attract new users, the long-term prospects could be positive. However, you should take into account the risks associated with concentration. A checklist is also provided to help us control our risks. Key takeaways. High concentration of holders creates risks for the price stability of Layer 0, which can lead to sharp fluctuations. Short-term trades require careful monitoring of the behavior of major players and news, while long-term prospects depend on the development of the project. Effective risk management and portfolio diversification will help minimize losses and take advantage of potential market opportunities. Let's make another prompt like this, but this time for a different token. A very popular token is Arbitrum. I think many people have it in their portfolio. It's a Layer 2 on top of Ethereum, so let's analyze it. We send a prompt exactly like the one we used for Layer 0, but this time for the Arbitrum token. Let ASCN analyze the top 15 holders of the Arbitrum coin and give us a brief summary. It's convenient that the whale's balance is displayed in a table, along with their wallet balance in dollars and the total emission relative to the overall token supply. We can see that there is one very large wallet holding 45.99% of all tokens. Most likely, this is the team's wallet. We are also given a brief summary. Now let's read and figure out what exactly ASCN.AI has provided us. The top holder owns almost 46% of the total Arbitrum supply. This creates a high concentration which can lead to significant price fluctuations if they decide to sell or buy. If the large holder decides to sell their share, it could cause a sharp price drop. On the other hand, if they start actively buying, it could lead to a price increase. In any case, I think that large holders who are accumulating the coin and control a significant portion of the supply are actually interested in pumping the token. That is, they already own a huge share of the supply, and if they acquire just a bit more, they can set any price they want and then sell those same tokens, but at much higher prices. So when there is such a large concentration in a single wallet, it doesn't necessarily mean the token will fall, and it doesn't mean someone will want to dump it. On the contrary, it could indicate that major players are accumulating this project in order to pump it later and sell at much higher prices. ASCN.AI also recommends diversifying your portfolio, setting stop losses in case the price drops, monitoring large transactions, watching what the whales are doing, analyzing the latest news, and regularly reviewing your strategy. Key takeaways. A high concentration of holders can lead to significant price fluctuations for Arbitrum. Short-term trades can be risky but profitable with proper risk management. The long-term prospects of Arbitrum depend on its development and adoption within the ecosystem, which requires ongoing analysis and monitoring. And in this way, you can insert absolutely any token from your portfolio here. You can see the prompt on the screen. There is also a prompt library in ASCN. Here you can find ready-made prompts. For example, you can click on this prompt and then substitute your own tokens that interest you. Instead of BNB, you can enter SOL, SUI, or other tokens. They are sorted by coin analysis, market analysis, trading, investing, and much more, so you don't have to think about how to phrase things for the neural network. You can simply go to the AI assistant, open the prompt library, select the prompt you need, customize it for yourself, and send it to the AI assistant, which will then prepare a response based on your prompt. There are also 4 subscription plans. They are available for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year. The more months you choose in your plan, the more cost-effective your purchase will be. Each plan has its own features. The first plan gives you 600 questions per month to the AI assistant. The Plus plan gives you 2,000 questions to the AI assistant, removes ads, and also grants access to a private chat. The Premium plan gives you 4,000 requests to the assistant per month without ads, access to a private chat, access to the AI assistant's API with 1,000 credits, a personal VIP manager assigned to you, tickets to side events, as well as access to the private chat. And the Ultimate plan gives you access to all ASCN.AI features. 10,000 requests to the assistant per month without ads, access to the private chat, API, access to the AI assistant builder, and 3,000 credits, the ability to create 3 assistants without programming. In other words, you can create your own AI agents, a subscription to the business tier arbitrage scanner, a VIP manager, tickets to all side events, access to the private chat, one-on-one calls with the team, and set up assistants. So choose the plan that suits you best. Again, the more months you purchase, the better the deal, so enjoy using ASCN.AI. ASCN.AI can help you analyze on-chain data, and based on what big capital is doing, you can make informed decisions. If large investors are accumulating positions, increasing their holdings, and buying tokens, then most likely the price will go up. If big capital starts selling their tokens, then you should expect a dump. Thus, with ASCN.AI, you can easily analyze on-chain data and understand what's happening with the token in your portfolio. If you found this video very helpful, give it a like and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next videos. Bye everyone!